Josh
No,
Emmett?
I never would put him even in top 100.
What up, everyone? Shakiel Mahjouri here for CBS Sports, and you know who this is. He is the UFC's number 9 ranked featherweight contender, fighting Josh Emmett in the main event of UFC Jacksonville on Saturday. And if more fighters were like this guy, the judges would be out of jobs. Ilia El Matador Topuria. How's it
Ah,
going, my man?
man, I love that in introduction.
Appreciate it. It's
So
no Bruce Buffer, but I do the best that I can. So
no, but you said like better words than Bruce Buffer.
appreciate it, my guy. It's nice to see you shirtless as usual, but it is what it is. Look, I always put out, I ask the fans before every interview, guys, what would you like me to ask? And I'm not saying this to be nice, I'm being honest. I don't remember the last time so many fans commented and wanted to know something from the fighter. Have you felt over these last couple of fights that the fans are really starting to get behind you?
Yeah, I really feel that. Mm, More after my last fight when I beat Bryce Mitchell, it was like it becomes a little bit l- more huge.
Mhm.
And it's
It
good. I feel good about that.
I'm happy to hear that. It's funny. I don't usually predict fights correctly. In fact, I mostly get them wrong. But I was very convinced that you were going to beat Bryce Mitchell. When you look at, I think people sometimes overlook your grappling skills because of the knockout power, and I think you showed it in that fight. How easy was the Bryce Mitchell fight for you compared to what you thought was going to happen when you
So
guys fought?
before the fight, everyone was like subestimate my level of of grappling
Mm-hmm.
in the ground. Everyone was like, "No, he's really good in the ground." Blah 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 blah. But what you talking about? I grow up in the ground. I'm a black belt since I'm 20 years old. So for me to being in the ground, it's like to pull a shark into the water. So I pro it in my last fight. I submit the guy first. I catch him with a couple of punches, and then I took him down and I submit him. So
You've got this Josh Emmett fight coming up. When I look at the featherweight division, you're kind of like the new kid on the block. It's a fresh matchup, possibly with Volkanovski or Rodriguez down the line. What sort of conversations have you had with the UFC and with your management about what happens next if you beat Josh Emmett on Saturday?
so what's gonna happen is that I'm the next guy in the line. Yeah, once I'm gonna shine on Saturday night, I'm gonna beat Josh Emmett. I'm the next guy in the line, without any doubt. Who else gonna deserves more the fight for the championship belt than me?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a fantastic matchup. It's very exciting. Alexander Volkanovski, in the eyes of many fighters, is the pound for pound best. When you sort of examine the champ, I know you can't give away too much, but what are some of the things that people have been missing or not understanding about how to approach a fight against Alexander Volkanovski?
¿Qué fue la pregunta?
Que obviamente Volkanovski es el mejor peleador del mundo.
Sí,
¿Qué ves que son sus debilidades que otra gente no ve?
que
¿Qué
no ven.
debilidades que otra gente que no ve?
His weakness. So
Mm-hmm.
he don't really have many weaknesses. That's why he's one of the best fighters in the world. But I know that he can match my level of skill inside the cage. It's as always, the new generation always brings something new. Like the level of my fight game, it's much better than him. This is the way I feel. And about if he's the number one pound for pound in the world, I have my doubts about him because before, like, I always like to give the credit to the people. So before John Jones is not retired, I think he's the number one pound for pound in the world because he deserves that. He proved that. He defended, I don't know how many times he defended the belt in the UFC. He moved up the weight class. Yeah, he took down another belt. So
Speaking of featherweights, or I guess former featherweights, who has the better tiger tattoo, Ilia Topuria or Conor McGregor?
what do you think? Who has who has better tattoos?
I mean, listen, Conor's a lot of things. I don't think he has the best eye for tattoos, in my opinion.
Yeah, but which do you like more? Mine's
Yeah,
or
I think I
yeah?
like yours a little bit better, if I'm being
Of
honest.
course.
What is the biggest advantage each of you has in this fight? So where are you the strongest, and where's Josh Emmett the strongest?
I'm stronger than him everywhere the fight takes place. Everywhere. Like even younger than him, hungrier than him, faster than him, stronger than him, more powerful. I don't know. I got everything.
You're a very confident person, and I think that's very well deserved if you look at the perfect record. But where do you source your confidence from? What in your life or your career has given you this
From the
confidence?
hard work. I work really, really hard. I know what I'm doing in all my training camps. I work really, really hard. My words didn't come from the air. It comes from a lot of hard work. I'm putting in every training camp. The people think that I had just my training camp for this fight. No, I'm getting ready for this fight my whole life. And the fight I'm gonna have for the belt, it's like, yeah,
As we begin to wrap up, I want to start sort of slowly moving away from the fight that we have coming up and talk about some other stuff. Before we do, I am curious. Some fans were asking, you've been almost perfect inside the octagon, but when you moved up to lightweight, man, you ate that huge head kick from Jai Herbert. Where does that rank among like the hardest shots you've ever taken?
¿cómo? ¿Cómo?
Te rankeado, ¿cuál es ese es el número uno, el que más fuerte te han pegado o te han pegado otro fuerte?
No, that was the
The number
hardest
one.
the hardest punch I ever took in my experience inside the cage. Yeah, without any, I didn't see that kick coming. I didn't see that. I have to give the Jai his credit. Yeah, he connected me with a really good head kick, which is not easy to connect me. Um, yeah, he did
I
a
mean,
great job. But, ¿cómo es? Resucité.
I resurrected.
Reborn.
I I reborn in that
yeah.
fight as the Son of God did.
Well, maybe you don't want to have to show off the chin too much, but you clearly have it. So I'm very happy that you
I
continue.
don't want to show it no more.
Yeah,
I show it once. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
enough. I like that. A lot of people were bringing up Paddy Pimblett. In my opinion, you are now on the path to a title fight, and to me, that seems like something that's in the past. But I was wondering how you feel about a potential Paddy Pimblett fight. Is that in the rear view mirror now?
He's not even ranked.
Yeah,
Why I have to
agreed.
fight and face him? What he got? Like Instagram followers, YouTube followers. Like if I want to fight someone popular, yeah, like there are a lot of people who are like more popular than him. So I don't care about that kid.
I think that's probably the smart move, business and career wise. As we begin
If
to wrap
puts
up, sorry.
if he puts himself into the rankings and he moves up in the rankings, and the UFC calls me and offer me that fight, I don't care about the weight. I can make 155, 170. I don't care about the weight class with him. I can fight with Paddy in any weight class, even he didn't have to make the weight. I don't care.
It, I mean, it seems like he's a heavyweight during his off season, so you might have to.
I don't care. I knock him out in the first round, even if he show up as a heavyweight, as a light heavyweight. I don't care.
Fair enough. I would like to step away from fighting for a moment and ask if someone is visiting Spain for the first time, I would like you to give the tourist guide to Spain. So, what should people eat? What is somewhere they should visit? And any recommendations for the nightclubs?
I'm not a big fan of the nightclubs because I never go to the nightclubs. But without any doubt, they have to visit Alicante. It's a beautiful place. Madrid is beautiful. The north of Spain is really beautiful. I don't know. They have to taste paella without any doubt. Tortilla de patata, jamón, or wine. Like everything you're gonna taste in Spain, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it because the food is it's amazing. Like in Georgia, I you know I come from Georgia and Spain, and I didn't get surprised with any food in the world coming from where I come from, Georgia and Spain.
Bro.
They have like oof, the best food
Shout
in the
out to
world.
Roman Delidze. He gave me a list of the best Georgian foods I can try. There's not one Georgian restaurant in Vancouver, Canada. So I'm still waiting, but I'm going to get it one
You have
day.
to, so that's why you God is giving you a reasons to go to Georgia.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll make it happen. I do love a good
Yeah.
trip. Who are some of the UFC fighters or MMA fighters that inspired you to get into the sport?
So when I started in MMA, George St. Pierre were inspiring me a lot. John Jones were inspiring me a lot. Even Jose Aldo. I don't. There were many fighters that inspired me in that times. Right now, I'm inspiring myself.
Nice.
So yeah,
I like that. I'm not gonna pull this out of you because I know sometimes it's things people don't talk about, but a lot of fans were wondering if you could share your favorite street fighting story from back in the day.
my street fight. So in reality, maybe I look like that type of guy, which I don't know, who likes to go to the nightclubs to fight in the street or something like that. But I don't really do that things. I didn't have like many street fights. It's like I always had a good relationship with the people outside. Mm, no many
Why do you
problems.
think it is people have that impression of you then?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know. Maybe because I look a little bit aggressive or something like that. Because a lot of people tell me that before they meet me. Like they tell me, I had the impression that you were that type of person, like a little bit
Mm.
aggressive, that you didn't have like a conversation, and that's not me.
All right, so guys, you find Ilia on the street. There's no fighting happening, man. It's just
Not fighting. I just fight when I get paid.
yes, sir, as you should. All right,
Not
last
when I
one for
not when I have to pay the recovery for someone,
yes.
the hospital bills. No.
It's a smart move. I fully support that, Ilya. Last one I'd like from you. I think you rank up there, but who do you think pound for pound are the top five or top three hardest hitters in MMA history? And you can just leave the names real quick.
Like my pound for pound of
Yeah,
all the fighters
all the
in
fighters.
Hardest hitting. Los
ah,
que pegan más fuerte.
los que pegan más fuerte.
Ujú.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't matter the weight class.
No, pound for pound.
So I will put myself as the number one.
This is nice.
Man, I have really hard punch, power punch, really hard power punch. If you want, I invite you one day to taste one.
I've seen the videos. That's what I forgot. I was gonna ask. I was gonna show you the video of the fans who asked you to punch them in the body, and I forgot. So we'll save it for next time.
In the second place, I would put Francis Ngannou. Maybe it's one of the hardest
Yeah.
puncher. Francis Ngannou. The third one would be, I don't know, this guy, Fedor Emelianenko. You remember that guy?
Of
He was like
course.
a heavy puncher too. The fourth, help me to remember some names.
Miguel Romero tal vez.
Joel Romero, el de los más duros.
Ah, fuerte. Sí.
Mark Hunt,
With hand, no,
Mark Hunt, no.
Mark Hunt,
Derek
sí,
Lewis.
Que tiene el
Derek Lewis,
de la
yeah.
espada. Que WWE.
Brock Lesnar,
Sí.
nah.
Nah,
¿No?
not Brock Lesnar. No. Josh
No.
Emmett?
I never would put him even in top 100.
Justin Gaethje.
Justin Gaethje, no, he's a heavy puncher, but not to put him like in top 5. Who is the heavier
Chuck
puncher?
Liddell.
Chuck Liddell. He was more technical than heavy puncher. Tyron Woodley was a heavy puncher.
Perfect. Great answer. Shout out to the former welterweight champ. Okay, that's a good list. We got Ilia, Fedor, Ngannou, Derek Lewis, and Tyron Woodley. Definitely not Josh Emmett. And on that note, Ilia, I have to let you go here. I want to give you the final word. I'll do my part very quickly. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you're still here, please subscribe, tap the notification bell, hit thumbs up. Let us know. Would you be willing to take a body punch from Ilia Topuria in exchange to spend the night? Get some dinner, have some Spanish food, have some Georgian food. We'd love to hear from you guys. Listen, I'm not doing it. I'll talk to you all day, Ilia, but I'm not taking the punch. If there's anything you want to let the people know ahead of UFC Jacksonville, Josh Emmett versus Ilia Topuria, the floor is yours, my man.
My man, thank you very much. Thank you for having me in the show.
Fans también.
¿Qué?
Que digo que te da el espacio para que hagas lo que querrás.
Thank you to everyone who is supporting me. It's a huge motivation for me all the time. I'm receiving good messages and the support and the love from the people. So love you all, guys.